I think you just need to be kind to yourself. Recognize that you do have something to give and you can say no. And burnout many times occurs from unmet expectations. If you find yourself saying, I thought it would be different, that is one of the big phrases that indicate you might be burned out.
You know, lifestyle change is very difficult. So a lot of people resist that when they say, oh, I don't want to give up gluten, or I don't want to change, I don't want to give up coffee, I love that morning coffee. And lifestyle change is very hard, but it's well worth it, really. It's worth investing in yourself and maintaining your health so that you can avoid, a stress-induced illness. Mm-hmm. We can't avoid stress because it's pervasive, it's part of everyday life. But we can avoid burnout. We can care for ourselves and prioritize ourselves enough if we care enough about it. So even though that lifestyle change is hard, it's well worth that investment to live a life of joy and health.
It's good advice, but it's hard advice. Don't be afraid of settling in to know what's really going on in your inner world. Because that, I believe, is the root of all your external behaviors, as well as the key to identifying why you have current existing behaviors and the key to changing those. So if you need a therapist, get the therapist, pay the therapist. It is well worth the money. If you need a coach, go get that. If you've got friends and you have that blessing, then lean into them. You probably shouldn't do it alone, right? Community is a part of that recovery, knowing that you're not alone in it and that you have people who see you in the in-between shift that you're trying to make, and that it's gonna be uncomfortable making shifts and changes, right? There's always resistance when we make change. So let your heart just have some courage in leaning into those uncomfortable pockets, because then if that foundation is built, then you can actually create or have that foundation where you are living from a place of purpose and intention, connected to the things that you feel really called to be and do in the world.
You really need to listen, and I think this is it. You've got to listen to what is happening. Don't be ashamed, be open, and if you feel that you are going through stuff, don't be ashamed to acknowledge it, because it doesn't make you any less of a person. It doesn't make you any less of who you are. And remember, trying to block it out, and it's referring to the burnout, for example, trying to block it out, you're not going to block it out. It will come back. And unless you listen to it, you will be forced to listen. Take a look at your environment and be genuinely honest with yourself, because you do know what it is that you need to be doing. You're just stopping yourself from actually listening. So please listen and don't be afraid to make that change.
What I want to offer is that, to me, life is a joyful experience. And when we're burnt out, it's like, what the hell does joy even feel like anyways, right? So I know, and that's another tricky aspect of being burnt out, is having that motivation to change when you don't even remember what it feels like to feel good. If there's an inkling that, oh yeah, I don't feel good, I do want joy. I want the people that are listening to remember that even if you don't feel it right now, you have it inside of you. Mm-hmm. You have joy just waiting to come back up inside of you. You've had it before. Your central nervous system remembers that you have it. You just need to remember and find it. And you find it through allowing your body to take the lead more so than your head, and allowing that communication to happen. So learning to really, yes, value rest just as much as productivity, and aligning your emotions, your thoughts, and your choice and behaviors to align with your new priorities of valuing rest as much as productivity.
If you are feeling overwhelmed or right now feeling stressed, burnout, take it easy, pause, slow it down, and try to repeat that as much as possible. Mm-hmm. Burnout is really not about finding that one magical cure, but it's sometimes all you need is just a little pause. if you know someone who's going through a really bad time, a really rough time right now, stress, overwhelmed at work, give yourself permission to care and reach out. It can make a whole lot of difference to know someone cares for you.
Yes.
And, that might be all that they need to just know that someone sees it, someone sees them, and it could make a lot of difference to their lives. So try it.
In therapy, we have a statement. We have like a mantra, and it's, you can't give out what you don't have. And as a mom, as a dad, if there are men listening, as a parent, it is really difficult to give out what we don't have. So if there is not joy in our life, it's hard to spread that joy to our kids. If there is not a good sense of purpose, if there is not a joy for what you do for work, whether that's being a homemaker or being the CEO of a company, you can't fake it to your kids. And we have a mental health epidemic in this world, okay, not country, world, with depression and anxiety, right? Depression is number one in the world, very closely followed by anxiety. And some of that is because when we look at kids, what they say, their childhood word is pressure. They feel under pressure. And I think as parents, we are also under pressure to be the best, the best mom, and the best worker, and the best PTO president. And sometimes I say just good enough is just good enough. And it doesn't have to be the best. And if you save some of your energy for your kids, you've got it to give to them.
Yeah.
But if you exert it all day long, focusing on things that are not within your values, that are not a part of your why, that are not a part of your family value statement, then all you're doing is giving them the scraps and the leftover of what you've got. And they know it. That it goes in that order. It's first reclaim your life, then focus on your children. You come first, then your children. And I think we have it the reverse. And you will see amazing things happen when you put yourself first, your health and your happiness, your relationships. What will happen to your child's relationship with you will transform right before your eyes. You'll see it for yourself. So I would encourage people to try it.